Hello everyone, Manithral here, and welcome to the weekly RS3 update video. Now this week there was a little teaser as that there was a new jewelry, well they said new items, but it was revealed to be new jewelry to be released for today. And with it becomes a new gem actually. Well, not so much new as in enhanced. We now have the Alchemical Hydrix. So in order to even get the regular Hydrix, of course, you have to do all those things, and it heavily flows in with bossing. But to make a Alchemical Hydrix, after you obtain the Hydrix itself, you will need to have 117 invention, and you will need to have the following: 1 Hydrix, 50 fortunate components, 50 refined, 10 precious, and 2 rumbling components. Fortunate, of course, being the hardest ones to get. Rumbling, you kind of get those kind of easily if you ask me. But there is 2 items that come with everything this week. This is just the start of it, of course, but this is the 2 that have come up so far. So first we have the Brooch of the Gods, which is a pocket slot item. So it says, this bounteous little badge will automatically scavenge invention components from non-combat skills, double the proc rate of portable skilling stations, and store your decorated skilling urns. If that wasn't enough, it also enhances the skilling advantages from skilling distractions all across Gielinor. Some examples that they are willing to announce, as they've observed, but let's face it, they know all of them. You got 20%, well, plus 20% XP in the Artisan Workshop, plus 20% chance to find birds' nests, plus 1 multiplier for Spirit Focus and Rock Opportunities, plus 20% more rewards from the Fire Spirits. So that's just what they're announcing so far. In order to even get this, you will need 97 crafting to make it. So on top of the 117 invention to get the Alchemical Hydrix, assuming you're making everything yourself and not buying. But you'll need 97 crafting and the following to make it. You'll need 1 Alchemical Hydrix, 5 Elder Rune bars, and 5 gold leaf. The next is a bit of a doozy. You got the Essence of Finality. This combines the powers of the Amulet of Souls and the Reaper's Necklace. So it combines those 2. So you have all the benefits of the Amulet of Souls and all the benefits of the Reaper's Necklace. But also, it'll have the additional ability that you can consume any weapon you desire and store it into that gem. So, and then you can use that ability however, whatever the recharge rate would be via the Constitution ability book. And this is a new ability, so it doesn't work off of, the regular special attack ability. There's probably a coding issue with something like that. So keep that in mind. And if you ever wish to change which weapon you wish to use, well, which ability, special ability I should say, all you have to do is just consume that new weapon you wish to use. The Essence of Finality will add plus 56 to all combat styles and has a prayer bonus of 7. So this is going to be the best in slot necklace to date. There might be other stuff that comes, but this is the first one that will be that powerful. But there is a few drawbacks, however. It will degrade, gradually becoming useless if not properly maintained. So, if in your luck, because it's easily recharged with Fey Trust and a little Alchemical Hydrix dust. So you can obtain 10 units of dust by grinding up an Alchemical Hydrix. And if you're feeling lazy, it's also tradable, so you can also trade for the dust as well. But that's pretty hefty price. And in order to craft it, you'll need 99 crafting, 1 Alchemical Hydrix, 1 Amulet of Souls at 100%, and 1 Reaper's Necklace at 100%. So that's pretty hefty, and it's going to require quite a bit of upkeep when it comes to actually getting all that dust to keep it charged. Which is good for people who have a bunch of Onyx, and that's also going to be very good for people doing clue scrolls. Bonus Reaper points. Even the Horsemen of the Apocalypse are excited to see some of the Alchemical Hydrix action. So, from August 17th to August 31st, Death will be offering 50% more Reaper points. So it's a great time to get the Incomplete Hydrixes done and get them flowing. Loot Duels is the promotion going on for Treasure Hunter. Do keep that in mind. And the Desperate Measures soundtrack is available. I believe, yep, it is now on Spotify. So there you guys go. And then for live streams this week, on Tuesday, August 11th, at 1600 game time, I believe that is actually the wrong one. It is definitely indeed the wrong one. For whatever reason, it actually shifted backwards, guys. Alright, so we'll have to do it this way. So we don't actually have any from Jaggeds this week, shockingly, but we do have a featured streamer who is going to be a Raveler, who will be going live on Friday, August 21st at 10 game time for some PVM and epic Snakes and Ladders showdown against Makaru. Makaru actually won the last time, so expect some high-octane dice rolling revenge. RuneScape Art Community Discord, so go ahead and check it out. Join their Discord if you haven't already for RuneScape, and you'll be able to see some pretty cool showcases. Here's some screenies, Shutterbug, and this is Elijah's fantastic screenshots, and they are some pretty cool screenshots. Creative Corner, we have this is actually a Grula's rendering of Thok's Romantic Adventurers, so of course Desperate Measures themed. And then we have the Forum Spotlight, don't forget to check that out, as well as the Pink Skirts events. And now we will go into the patch notes, which mobile improvements is up first. Added a new setting which enabled multiple item drops interface to appear for a single item drop. To enable navigate to the loot system menu found in the items dropped menu, and check always use the loot inventory. Fixes: the prayer list and spellbook now be brought to the front during the tutorial island. Corrected an issue where a pop-up would fail to attach to a lodestone map during tutorial island. Fix an issue which caused sub-interfaces such as the tool bell and boss collection logs to render below the primary interface. Desperate measure improvements: you must now be in the encounter to start a wave during the Dino Stampede. Carapac now faces the player when addressing them. Saren will no longer appear outside the heart after completion of Desperate Measures. Customization fixes: the Pith helmet will no longer cause certain sections of the selected hairstyles to appear patchy. Male characters will no longer appear to have a hole in their head while combining the Assassin Walk override with the Providence Noble hair. The patch at the back of the female character's Firewatch legs have been filled in. The DeathCon t-shirt will no longer change your skin tone. Your facial animations will now play correctly when wearing the Imperial or Sensei beards. The Rainbow, Halo, and Shadow Lens's hair will now display correctly in the Customization tab. The Silly Gesture top will now display the correct arm texture. Fixed an label issue with the Crystal Peacock armor and the Revenant Walk override. Wearing the Shadow Reef Diver outfit with the Nautilus torso will no longer cause small orange polygons to appear on the player's character's skin. Fixed minor stretching issues which occurred when the Soulbell robes were equipped as a cosmetic override. Close cropped hair no longer clips through the blue beret. The lion belly will no longer leave an opening in the body area. The Shadow Dragoon helm will now move at the same time as the player's head. Other improvements: Mandrith Chathead has been updated and the static effect has been removed. After collecting all ore in Dorak's quest, you'll now be directed to Dorak himself, not the Dwarven Mine, as the next step of the quest. Updated the skill guide tooltip for invention charge drain reduction to state that the reduction does not affect invention devices. The inventory icon for the dormant staff of Siliske has been rotated to better differentiate it from the completed version. Changed the wording and formatting of pop-up messages while attempting to enter a full world or leaving the queue to enter a full world. The Globetrotter outfit set bonus can once again be used to complete emote clues with items kept in hidey holes. Updated the description of this magic shield bow special attack. Fixes: Tuska's Wrath now properly deals damage to the Firewatch. Disguised robbers in the heist minigame can no longer be identified by hovering the cursor over their character models. Fix an issue with destroying the Divine Gaze aura. It is no longer possible to walk into multiple rocks inside the Araxite hive. It is no longer possible to duplicate clan Vexilliums and clan cokes by continuously giving them to fellow clan members already in possession of these items. Falador's Southgate battlements are now properly attached to the tower. Restored a missing floor tile in the Black Knight's Fortress treasure room. Sammy's left eye is now displayed correctly without stretching after completion of the Fight Arena quest. You will no longer float when walked over bridge in the Troll Cave north of Birthwarp. Players will no longer be able to keep building big game hunter hotspots after dropping the required item from their inventory. Mistress Farah's checklist scroll no longer clips at the top of the stairs in Birthwarp. Evildave's hat is no longer glitchy. When loading these into a sinkhole dungeon, your action bar will now correctly correspond to the attack style you're using, assuming you have your action bar bindings set up. When open, the manhole near the East Ardone will now always display the correct view. Fix an issue with missing Bloodweed and Elder Seeds in the see-the-side configuration panel. Players will no longer get stuck when switching to free-to-play world in a certain part of Alchemical and will instead be moved to the Shantae Pass. The sewer valve near the clock tower south of Ardone no longer floats. Fix some transparency issues with the Jared's Cape transformation effect. All text in Waldo's initial dialogue and the messages related to extending aura durations is now displayed in the correct fonts. Iron accounts can no longer interact with portable workbenches. Fixes of the week: ducks will no longer swim through the banks of the River Lum. And that's actually it for this week, guys, so thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, later, guys.